What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we have a Cavaliers realistic rebuild on tap. So before we get into this, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave a like if you enjoy this one. So the Cavaliers are off to a 4-5 start. Good for them, you know, that's decent, whatever. I haven't really watched any Cavs game this year, if I'm honest with you, so you guys got to let me know how they're performing. I did end up watching the end of the Blazers and the Hawks game, and we finally won a game at home. Jeez, that was overdue. But Kevin Love has been the talk of the Cavaliers this season. Obviously, he's actually had somewhat of a decent season. I'm seeing him getting double-doubles over there like he always used to. And he needs to go. That's the thing that's going to happen to start off the video. He just needs to go. It's just something that needs to happen. So, obviously, the Trailblazers is the team that's been talked about the most. It does make sense, though, because, like, you know, the Blazers do need, like, a really... I think they need another impact player. So I am going to try to trade him there. I actually did a Kevin Love Trailblazers video the other day. So if you've not watched that, make sure to watch that after this one. But we have, obviously, we're going to have to take Hassan Whiteside from them. And then what I want is their 2020 first round pick. Now, I don't know if I would trade a first round pick if I from the Blazers perspective. But if you just get a first for Kevin Love, I will take it. And then obviously I want another young player if I could get one. Like Anthony Simons, I've been seeing some suggestions that the Blazers should trade Anthony Simons, like in the trade for Kevin Love. No way. Anthony Simons is literally a baller, man. He is so good, and he's only 20. He's literally just been balling off the bench, man. It's crazy. But I will take a guy like maybe Gary Trent Jr., who's only 20 or something like that, and maybe you could even give me, I don't know, something else good, like. I mean, Nasir Little would be cool too if you give me Nasir Little, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that work. So I want to give them Jordan Clarkson because he is on a one-year deal and he would be somebody that could help the Blazers off the bench. The Blazers do need more bench scoring as it stands right now anyway. So, and that could give them like maybe Brandon Knight. Okay, never mind. They would acquire way too much salary. The Blazers would acquire $4 more million than allowed. Okay, so far this trade is not going to happen. So, all right, let's throw in Cam Bazemore. Then maybe we could throw in Brandon Knight. And this is going to be a big trade. And then we're going to go probably offer the cheapest player we can. McKinney. Let's offer McKinney. So let's see if we can do this trade and make it happen. I don't know if this is going to go through, but we're going to try it anyway. And we're not getting enough back what we're giving up. Okay, I will trade a future first because this game is dumb. And they're still not going to do it. All right, how about a second? No, I don't want to trade two first, but this is 2K. So, okay, never mind. They don't want to take on the extra salary. So far... this isn't gonna work. So let's just do it something simple. Let's see if they'll do this straight up. No, they want my 2022 unprotected and we get their 2020 unprotected. I won't get to 2022 in this video, so I'm kind of down for this. I did want a young player just because I think it makes sense for the Cavaliers to at least get a young player out of trading Kevin Love. So maybe if I can squeeze at least Gary Trent Jr. out of him, I will be satisfied. I'll give you Alfonso McKinney. Let's see if they'll do this now. Okay, they're not interested. Clarkson for Bazemore. Yep, I like this. I like this a little bit better. I think this will work out. So we're going to do that because then the Cavaliers get, or then the Blazers get Jordan Clarkson as a bench scorer. So, yeah, we'll do it. Why not? Although Cam Bazemore's defense is very valuable for the Blazers this season. So, personally, I don't really see him going anywhere. But, nonetheless, we got Hassan Whiteside and a first-round pick that we're going to use in the video. So, now we have 3 first-rounders going into 2020. So, this first season obviously is a wash. We're just going to focus on Darius Garland. And how has Darius Garland done this season anyway? They have him 10 points, 5 assists. I didn't know because, like I said, I haven't watched Cavaliers games. And I haven't really paid attention to Cavaliers. So, let's see. So, they got Sexton and Garland, Osman, Larry Nance, and Hassan Whiteside. So, like I said, this first season is just kind of a wash. It really doesn't matter what happens. But we will be sending Kevin Porter Jr. to the G League. And then Dylan Windler there as well, if I can. We have Dwayne Wade on here. I mean, that would be awesome too. But I'm going to probably just sign like one more bench player and then send Dylan Windler to the G League. Or Gary Trent. Which one do I want to do? Gary Trent's got 1 year. And then Dylan Windler, I think, has 4 years on his, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so yeah, it makes more sense to do it that way. So... let's go ahead and see how this first season goes. Obviously not expecting a whole lot, but you know, we are going to have some lottery picks hopefully. Then after that, we should be good to go as we continue the rebuild for the Cavaliers. At the end of the season, Colin Sexton led the way with 22 points per game, which is good because we want our young guys to score, obviously. But Nonetheless, Garland had 12.5, and then Whiteside 14 and 12, but Whiteside won't be on this team after this season, so it really does not matter too much. But when we get to the draft lottery, let's see where we can land. I'm hoping to get, okay, so we have the 12th pick via, and then we could get the 3rd pick as well, so that is good. Let's see what happens. We end up with the 6th pick overall. We also get the 13th pick overall, which is awesome. All right, so now staff signing. We have John Beeline. I'm not going to go ahead and get rid of him. It is still very early. We're going to get a good trainer in Randy Martin. Obviously, this is going to be a project for the Cavaliers, just a little bit of a project. You know, they're still kind of rebuilding from LeBron James leaving them. So, yeah, obviously, not too much is going to happen there. But we have the 6th pick and the 13th pick. We make sure okay, so I really want James Wiseman, of course, but he's probably not going to fall all the way to number 6. So, we'll go ahead and see what happens. I'm not going to trade up or anything. Let's just see if we can get 2 solid lottery picks here. So we got LaMelo Ball taken number 1 overall by the Hornets. We have Theo taken number 2. James Wiseman, RJ Hampton, and Anthony Edwards was just taken right before our pick, which sucks. But can we get something good? So we have Cole Anthony. If I didn't have a point guard, believe me, I would be all over taking Cole Anthony. I just don't know. I just question it. Should I do that? So we can go Isaiah Mobley, Jaden McDaniels, Tyrese Maxey, Isaiah Stewart, Scotty Lewis. There's some good selections out here. Vernon Carey also. I think I might have to take Isaiah Mobley, though. I think that's what I'm going to do here. And we have another pick at 13th overall. So let's see what we can get here at number 13. I know Mobley is a decent player, so that's good there. And then we could get Trenton Warford or Samuel Williamson. I think I get Trenton Warford a little bit, so I'm going to go Samuel Williamson out of Louisville. And that's going to be our 2 picks I would take in the 2020 draft. So, if I remember correctly, what's his name is good overall. He is a 76. That's not bad. We could have taken this guy, Cole Anthony, like I said. I would have loved Cole Anthony. Could have taken Isaiah Stewart as well, but oh well. Samuel Williamson. And yeah, so that should be good. We should be good there. So rookie signing, we're going to sign both of those guys, of course. Going to let them progress next to our young studs. But qualifying offers, we have Dean Wade and Tyler Cook. Dwayne Wade, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to let you go. I'm probably not going to be that important in this video. But now we are just on the course of rebuilding this young team pretty much. So we have negative $82 million. Wow, okay. So Whiteside's going to go. Thompson's going to go. I mean, all these guys are going to go, honestly. Like, I don't think I'm going to bring back any of them. So, man, look at that cap space. Look at how much cap space we have. 63 mil. That's insane. But Garland, obviously, is going to be the starting point guard. Eagles officially signed Jordan Matthews today, if you guys wanted to know that. I don't know if you care. But Kevin Porter Jr. and Colin Sexton, I just saw a notification on my phone. Had to read it. But Osman was just extended not too long ago, I believe. So that's good. Then we have Williamson, who can back him up. We also have Dylan Windler, who's just going to continue to progress, I think. And then Larry Nance and Isaiah Mobley. And obviously, we don't have a very good center. So, yeah, we have a starting 5, which is very young. Larry Nance is actually getting up there a little bit in age, 27 years old already. Osman's already 25, so let's go ahead and get to the center spot, though, and see if we can find anything decent. Drummond, obviously, wouldn't be too bad. Montrezl Harrell, Whiteside, Howard, Thompson, Serge Ibaka. You know what? With this much cap space, I could definitely see the Cavaliers throwing some money at some of these, you know, random players out here, but let's just see what we can get. So Ingram, obviously, if I could get Brandon Ingram, I would. I'll offer it. Probably won't get him. Drummond is another player. 26-year-old Andre Drummond would fit pretty nicely here. We can go Gallinari, Whiteside, Dwight Howard, or even Montrezl Harrell. So we need a center. So I think I'm going to throw some money at Drummond and Montrezl Harrell. I'm just going to throw the most amount of money I can, and we're going to do that. And then we're going to throw some money at Montrezl Harrell as well. The only way I see Montrezl Harrell coming to Cavaliers if they just overpay for the crap out of him. So yeah, 4-year, 119, and then you have actually might be able to get Andre Drummond. So which one do we want? I think I might go Drummond. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so I think that's like literally the only things we can do. So Drummond or Montrezl Harrell. Drummond obviously is a 90 overall already. He's 26 years old. We threw the most amount of money we could, so that's the only way the Cavaliers are getting anybody like that. So yeah, why not? You never know what can happen. So obviously we're gonna get Andre Drummond, and I think literally that's like the only thing we're gonna do this offseason. So Andre Drummond, welcome to Cleveland, my friend. You have officially replaced LeBron James. That is gonna be great. So Drummond, and then now we should have an diamond rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Borderline 9. Let's get a backup point guard, I guess. Let's see if we can find something out there. So, Rondo, Alfred Payton, DJ Augustine, Austin Rivers. Can I find a young Frank Mason, maybe? Chris Dunn? So let's offer Chris Dunn a 2-year deal, I guess. He's still quite a young player that just needs a chance. So yeah, like literally that's the only thing we're gonna do. We're gonna continue to progress. Drummond's here now, so hopefully when Drummond gets a little bit older, we can make some more impactful trades. Maybe, you know, trade some of our young players for stars or something. I don't know. We'll see where we want to go with this. But so far, this video is been interesting to say the least. I think Drummond was an interesting signing, of course. Will he go to Cleveland? I don't know, man. Seems highly unlikely. But did we ever think D'Angelo Russell was going to the Warriors? Ask yourself that. But I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the second season, and we're going to see what happens when we, you know, get to the end of the second season. So hopefully, maybe we tank, or maybe we make the playoffs. Who knows? We're in the second offseason, and I kind of accidentally, don't know why, but the file got corrupted. So I'm going to recap what I've done so far in the second offseason. So obviously, I reject all the league meetings, but we didn't have our first round pick, so that didn't work out too well. So now we're going to exit that, and then I think we hired Mike D'Antoni as our head coach. Here's some of the trades I've done so far. So I dumped Larry Nance Jr., I traded Chris Dunn, and I think that's the only thing I've done so far. I've tried to offer Jason Tatum and Donovan Mitchell a contract. It didn't really work out for me, so probably not going to be doing that. And then we're going to still in moratorium day in free agency. And then what else did I miss? Yeah, so and then we drafted Zara Williams as well with the 22nd pick overall that we had from the Bucks because it was lottery protected. So yeah, that's all that's been done. Alex Antetokounmpo and Zara Williams, should I say? And then accepted all of our players, and then qualifying offers. Yeah, so that's what we've done thus far, and we missed out on Jason Tatum, and then now we're in free agency in the second season. So not really looking too good because so far not really gotten lucky. So really have not done too well, but we do have cap space, $31 million. Now I might have to just do something via trade at this point because I want to keep Garland and Sexton, of course, but I don't really like the small forwards that we have. I mean, they're all decent and all, but I kind of want something, maybe even a better power forward. I wouldn't be too upset about either. So I'm looking at the forward spots, and I want to upgrade, you know, potentially both or just one. So we could just sign Lauren Markkinen, which would be fine as well if we wanted to do that. But let's see. So I was looking at this earlier, and there were some teams that were actually selling. Like the Mavericks were selling. Like getting Porzingis would obviously be just freaking awesome. The Nuggets, we could get like Will Barton. I tried to get Michael Porter Jr. as well, and they just weren't budging. But other than that, so we got to go to the Mavericks or what's his name? So the Mavericks, if they really wanted to give us Kristaps, I would be totally down, right? So the Jazz, the Hornets are rebuilding. Who else could we get? So maybe we could even get DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks if we wanted to. Probably nobody from the Heat that we could get. Miles Bridges, I don't think would upgrade us too much, but you know, it is a thought. But other than that, yeah, so this offseason hasn't gone our way too much. Aaron Gordon, you know, Aaron Gordon actually might not be bad, and I think he might be easy to get. So let's go to the Magic and let's get Aaron Gordon. Why not? Might as well take a flyer on him. 25 years old, still somewhat young, so let's just trade them like, what if we just gave them Zara Williams for Aaron Gordon? Would they do this trade straight up? No. Okay, how about if we offer a couple of seconds and we get Aaron Gordon? No? Okay, a future first as well. Okay, that is as much. What would they want for Aaron Gordon? That is as much as I'm doing. So let's go to the Magic and let's get Aaron Gordon, hopefully. Let's see what they want, though. First thing. So they want Garland or Mobley. I can't do that. Never mind. We're done. We're done here. We're not negotiating anymore. I don't want to do that. So we're done there. So let's continue to move on from that. What would they want for Kristaps? Nothing. What about Luka? No, nothing. Okay. So I've just put myself kind of in a bind here. What about Brandon Ingram? No, just like nothing out here, man. Because I mean, we're not really good enough to make the playoffs as it stands right now. I don't think, of course, we're not good. So that's the sucky part right now. So I'm trying to, in the most realistic way I can, get somebody else who could come over here and help us out right now. And that's just not really happening. I can't really find anything that great. Middleton, Bledsoe, Zach LaVine. I'm just not really seeing anything. So what I'm going to do is just go to free agency and just sign the best available player I can get. So let's just see my Jonathan Isaac. You know, he is 23 years old, but I know he's not that great. Carmelo. Really not seeing anything, though. Power forwards, Aldridge, John. No, let's offer John Collins a contract. Why not? Well, that's probably our best case scenario right now. So we'll get John Collins from Cleveland. That's going to be good there, or from Atlanta, I should say. So John Collins, probably the best thing I could have done thus far. So $3 million still in cap space. So you have Garland, Williams, Gross. We have Sexton and Porter Jr. We have a ton of small forwards that we don't even really need. And then we have John Collins and Isaiah Mobley and Andre Drummond. So yeah, this has been interesting to say the least. Not the greatest offseason I've ever had. It was definitely confusing, I think. I might have stumped myself when I gave Andre Drummond $40 million. I didn't realize I gave him that much money, but I was just trying to do something in the first offseason because I usually don't do anything. It was just a change, but I've learned from my mistakes. So other than that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave it the way it is. I know we have a ton of small forwards. Maybe we can make a trade at the trade deadline depending on how things are going, but you know, depending on who gets the minutes, Dylan Windler looks like he's going to get the minutes right now. But hopefully, signing John Collins with Sexton, Drummond, we should somewhat maybe be able to make the Eastern Conference playoffs. If we could, that would be a success in my book. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the third season. Actually, let's show you guys rotation real quick. That way we can all look at it together. So player progression, Drummond, John Collins, Sexton, and yeah, so that's good. We'll move on from that. Now we're going to get into the offseason that we are to the third season, I should say. And we're going to see how that goes. And then for the leading scorers, I didn't get to show the stats. Drummond was our second leading scorer with like 18 points. And then Sexton, of course, was also leading the way with 22 points. Garland still not scoring too much, but that's all right. We'll fix that, hopefully. So maybe we can mess with his tendencies or something, and we can get some more scoring out of him, but we'll see. Now, I might potentially do a 2022 offseason. I'm going to just see how this last season goes. If we make the playoffs, I won't, but if we don't, I might do it again. So we'll see. But we're going to go to training camps and then give 3 on-tap potentials away, and then we should be good there. So on-tap potentials, let's see. Let's give Sexton one, give him up to an A+. Let's give Windler one, since he's probably going to be starting this season, I think. And let's give John Collins one, because let's get him up to an A+ as well. So now... And now when we get in past this, let's see what we're looking at as a 9-man rotation. We have, okay, we got 10 deep. I want 9 deep. So we have Garland, Sexton, Windler, Collins, Drummond, Williamson, Mobley, Kevin Porter Jr., and Chetty Osman. I'm cool with that. We'll roll with it like that. We're at a 4-star rating at 7 seconds. So hopefully this season can go a little bit better for us, and we can somehow sneak our way into the Eastern Conference playoff. At the end of the season, LeBron James is your most valuable player. Evan Mobley is your Rookie of the Year. That is not our Mobley, but it is close enough. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Cole Anthony. Kawhi Leonard is your Defensive Player of the Year, and Harry Giles is your Most Improved, and Doc Rivers is your Coach of the Year. So I have no idea what we did or what was so special about our team this year, but oh my goodness, we went 58-24 this season. That is how you do it. We are the first seed in the East, which is insane, but we went 58-24. Who led the way? Who was doing damage? So Sexton stepped it up and got 26 points per game. That's what I like to see. I almost traded you, but I'm glad I didn't. 18 points from John Collins, 16 and 16 from Drummond, 14 from Garland, and 8. So maybe Garland's more of that, you know, support player, do his thing out there. Windler probably did a lot of stuff like spacing the floor for us, as he shot 45% from 3. He even attempted 5 a game, which is great. Samuel Williamson did his thing off the bench. And yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully we're not eliminated in the first round, as we're facing the Washington Wizards, as we're up 1-0 to start this series, up 2-0. And can we beat them up? Okay, 2-1. Can we beat them, please? Don't let them even it up, man. Don't do this to me, 2K. 3-2. Win is 6. Okay, we're on to the second round. That's the good thing. I really wanted to at least make it to the second round. Closeout game, we had 29 from John Wall, 43 from Colin Sexton. Oh my goodness, man. You are killing it. You are just killing it. Per 36 career stats, playoffs, 27.5 points per game. Sexton, could you imagine him doing this in real life, like in the playoffs? That'd be kind of wild. But let's see. They're up 1-0 as they start. We even it up. We're up, okay, 2-1. Could we actually make it to the Eastern Conference Finals? 3-2. When it's... We don't need you, LeBron. We didn't need you. He's in the corner. I don't know if you guys... Obviously, you guys can't see him, but we didn't need him. We just don't need him. So, closeout game for this one. Let's see. We had 32. Ooh, the Bulls had Giannis Antetokounmpo as well. 22-7, 22-18. Wow. Okay, so I was not expecting the Bulls to have Giannis, but they did. So let's see if we can beat the Cleveland, or the Toronto Raptors, I should say. We are LeBronto, remember? But we don't have LeBron this time. So 2-2, 3-2 for them. So we might get eliminated in the Eastern Conference Finals, but can we somehow force a Game 7 and bring this back to Cleveland? Please, please, 2K. We're not going to be able to do it. We're going to get blown out. All right, so I will take an Eastern Conference Finals appearance and forcing the Raptors to 6 games. I will take that any day of the week after the poor start we had to this rebuild. But made it to these conference finals at least. It looks like the Raptors are going to win the championship. And no, the Lakers do, of course. LeBron James owns Toronto. What was I thinking? Lowry, who is Jay Scrub? Jay Scrub? That's really his name. I don't know who that is, if I'm honest with you. Gallinari, Oubre, Siakam, Claxton. All right, so good for them. Yeah, 18, so not too much from this game 6. Pretty porous, but LeBron, Lou Williams, Whiteside. So they lost Anthony Davis, and they still won a championship. LeBron James still led the Lakers when he's 37 to a championship. I've seen it all. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to leave a like if you did, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But other than that, this Crushables, I'm saying peace.